What's going on, guys? Hope you are doing well. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me here. We had a small technical issue. I am so sorry about the delay. If you can hear me, type in "we hear you," and also type in the chat really quickly where you're coming in from and if you are a VIP member or not. Type in the chat really quickly, guys. Let me know if you can hear me, hear you. I'm working on an Acura RSX. Awesome, guys. Thanks for getting on. Sorry for the 7-minute delay. I had a problem. I had to restart my computer, and I should have done that before I started the stream. It's my fault. From now on, next time, I'll be sure to restart the computer before I get on. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Type in the chat where you're from. So we got VIP Texas. We got Orlando, Jefferson in the house, India in the house, Bruno from Atlantic City, New Jersey, not a VIP yet. Hear you, Charles, Yorktown. First time VIP from Nampa, Idaho. What's going on? John, I see you. I see you. Victor Browning, Robert, I see you. Thank you guys for getting on. VIP Aloha State. Aloha in the house. And VIP Canada. South Africa. VIP from New York, Seattle. Awesome, guys. Are you guys ready to win? Or is one of you guys ready to win? Today, I'm going to be buying a VIP member a brand new Atom X9. Brand new Atom X9. Check it out. It's an amazing little spray gun here. It has the tilt cup, which means you could basically paint underneath the car if you have to, or do some light framework or whatever like this. And it'll basically still work. You can tilt this if you want. Okay, and your paint will still be able to feed into the cup here. Pretty awesome. Is a $200 value. I think the stream is a little choppy. Is the stream choppy, guys? Are we coming in okay? I want to go ahead and answer some DIY Q&A really quickly, and then we're going to give away the spray gun, do a little bit more Q&A, and call it a day, because today's Easter Sunday, and I have to meet up with the family in a little while. And I just wanted to pop this in for you guys. Happy Easter. Everybody says it's a little choppy. I'm sorry about that. It seems to be doing better right now on my side. So whoever wins this thing, okay, the only thing is just help me with shipping $25. Okay, that's all you have to do is help me with shipping. So we're going to pick a winner today. Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP winner. Just help me with $25 shipping, and we'll ship it out to you. We'll tell you the details on all of that in a little bit. All right, dude. So let's go ahead and do some quick auto body Q&A for the next 5 to 7 minutes or so, and let's do the spray gun giveaway. All right, so the spray gun giveaway is going to be based on a multiple choice question. We're going to give you A, B, C, or D, and whoever wins it, we're going to mail it to. All right, so let's do some auto body and paint questions really quickly. If you have a unique question on auto body, please let me know really quickly right now here on the chat so we can get started today. How's the audio coming in? Pretty good? Hopefully the audio is good. And if you haven't yet gave a like, give a quick like, guys, because I am buying one of you guys a brand new Atom X9 today. Really good gun. The only thing I don't like about it that they're starting to test and work on is the tilt feature here. Sometimes when you move it around, it kind of comes loose, and you have to make sure that you give it a quick little snug again. That's the only thing. But other than that, it's a very good spray gun. All right. It's not a mini, and it's not a full size. It's kind of in between, in the middle. This is a 300 milliliter cup here, you can see. And that's that. All right, guys. Okay, somebody said sprayed 3 Tamco 2000, not covered. What can I do next? Well, the issue is I will wait for the stream. It's a little choppy. I think we're back now. The issue, guys, is you mix the micro sequence in the base coat. Now, when you put micro sequence inside of base coat, the paint basically buries the shimmer. It buries the glitter. You basically got to put so much in it for it to show. It doesn't make sense. So what I like to do when doing any kind of micro sequence or flake is put it on top of the base coat through a inner coat, which is a clear base coat. All right, and you'll be able to control how many layers of flake pearl that you want to put on top of your base coat, and then put clear on top of it. If you want to eliminate that stage and you feel that you are not going to run your paint, okay, if you're confident that you can get a gloss clear coat down without running, then you can also mix your. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Please let me know if that answer was sufficient and clear enough for you guys. Epoxy primer before or after body filler. You could do it either or. I like to do it after body filler. So do your body work, okay, over your metal, and then you can epoxy prime on top of that, block it out, get it flat. Then you can put your 2K filler primer on top of that, block it out, and wet sand it, get it ready for paint. And you could paint right on top of that if it's a primer sealer. Then you're good to go. How do I spray clear without getting overspray everywhere? I mean, it's on my clothes and everything is getting tacky. Well, the main thing is to have good ventilation. So you're spraying in a garage or, a tent or whatever you're spraying under. Make sure you have good air ventilation with air fans, blowing out, taking the overspray out. That's the only way to do it. And that's that. What prep for new clear coat after complete delamination? Paint and metal appear. Okay. So what you basically have to do is feather out all of the faded clear coat. If you're onto metal, then you just got to basically feather it into the metal. Then if it's a little bit of metal, you're fine with going over with a 2K filler primer and then block that area out. And then you could do your base coat, clear coat on top of that. All right. If it's a lot of metal, you may want to use an epoxy primer to cover the metal. Like if it's a complete fender or big portions of the car, you're going to want to epoxy it, block it down, and then put a 2K filler sealer primer on top of that and get it ready for paint. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I did body work and primed with 1K just until I could 2K prime. Now it keeps raining from where I'm from. How long should I wait until 2K priming? Is water soaking through the 1K? Well, 1K is not a sealer. All right. It's just a little bit of coverage that you're getting. I would try to get it into a dry environment, sand it down, block it down, get it down to at least a 280, 320 grit. And then make sure you put a couple of good coats of 2K filler primer on top of that. Okay. Primer is really not a sealer. You're not meant to for 2 weeks. It's not going to kill you, but you're going to want to make sure. Seems like the quality is very bad right now. You're going to want to make sure to put paint on it as quickly as possible because paint is the actual sealer from the elements. Hopefully that helps. New member would like to know what brand of paint to stay away from. Well, instead of asking that question, you might want to ask, what paints should I use? Robert, so I would go for the big brands. PPG is a good brand for base coat or clear coat. Deltron, DuPont, Deltron, they're all good paints. I don't know about Eastwood. I've never shot Eastwood paints. I would go with those two main brands. And clear coat, you can even check out Tamco clear coat. I've sprayed a few projects so far with Tamco with really good results. House of Color is a little on the high side as far as pricing, but they have really good base coats. They have good candies and clear coats. Is this helpful, guys? Are you guys getting some good tips out of this? I have clear overspray on my windows. How do I remove that? Well, a good way to remove clear coat on panels, body panels, or windows is a clay bar. A simple clay bar like this, where you just get water. I use dish detergent mixed, I would put maybe an ounce in 20-ounce sprayer bottle, okay, of soap, and just shake it up, and then you'll have like a slippery solution for your clay bar to rub on. You can get any type of clay bar. This is a clay bar from Zula.com. I'll just type that in here for you guys quick. If you search clay bar, you'll be able to find the clay bar there. And that'll help you. The other thing is to just get a razor blade. Do I have a razor blade here? I don't have a razor blade here, but a regular razor blade, let me see if I can show you how. And I have videos of this exact process on YouTube and in VIP as well. A regular razor blade like this, and let's just say this is your glass. You'd want to use soapy water, and you can just go like this. I hold it like this. Okay, and you can just clean all the overspray off of your glass. Be sure to have a good angle on it. Okay, not a 90 degree, maybe a 25 degree angle on it. 25 or 30 degree angle on it, kind of like this. All right, and you could just clean glass very, very quickly with a razor blade like that, and that's what I use. Absolutely, you can, but you would want to block out the flake first. It could be a problem if you have colored flake, where you sand and cut, it turns it into silver or shaves off some of the color of your flake. So it depends on if you're doing a metal flake and it's just a metal chrome flake, then you could do that. I would cut it down with like an 800 grit, and then you can lay clear coat on top of that. 800 to 1,000 grit. I would go at 800 grit. Block it out. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat. It can have a little bit of craters in the clear coat because your new clear is going to fill it, and then you can cut it and buff it with 1,500, 2,000 grit and get a very, very smooth finish. So hopefully that helps. How do you mix paint ratio if it says 3:1:1? Your mixing cup only says 3:1. So you basically do 3:1 and then that same one amount. It's pretty simple. If you put 3 cups of clear coat, you're going to put 1 cup of hardener and 1 cup of reducer. That's all you have to look at it as. It's super easy. Man, you're great. Thank you. Can you do videos on color shift paint? Yes, I will try to do that this summer. I have a ton of projects in the shop right now that I'm actually clearing out and getting ready for a ton of new content. Gavin says, Tony, my brother, what's a good process for buffing out 2K paint solid color? Well, it's pretty much the same process as buffing out a clear coat on base coat clear coat. You want to just hit it with 1,500 to 2,000 grit, get it flat. You can use a yellow wool pad with compound, and don't be alarmed because you're going to see the color come off on your pad. Okay, when you're buffing a single stage enamel, which is what I'm thinking, a 2K paint color is what you're saying. It's a single stage, right? As you're buffing, the color of the paint is going to come on to your pad because of the compounds, and you're buffing it out. So that's normal. So don't stress out if your yellow pad turns red because you're buffing your red car. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Sometimes the stream gets a little laggy, so I just try to pause a little bit so I don't miss giving you guys content. Thanks, Tony. Mabuhay ka. I think that's Filipino. Mahalo, Tony. Yeah. Yes, that blade technique works. Carlos, is the 3M123 buffing compound both polishes really needed? Yeah, I would use that. You can use that. But then I like to always go over with some sort of glaze, okay, with a foam pad, and then you could do your spray wax. Oh, talking about spray wax, there's a new spray wax out, which I'll be doing more demos on, called Zen Wax. Check this stuff out. It's at Zula.com. I've been using it on my cars with amazing results. It's called Zen Wax by X Finishes. Of what is that spray wax that I used to use? Mystic Wax. Really, really good wax, guys. If you're looking for a spray wax, check this stuff out. Okay, guys. All right. So let's go ahead and do a quick pause and let's do the spray gun giveaway. You guys ready for the spray gun giveaway, Maya? Okay. Now, if you are a VIP and if you are participating in the spray gun giveaway, we're going to be giving away, well, not giving away, I'm basically going to be buying you a brand new Atom X9 spray gun, which is a side feed tilt cup, which means you can spray like this or like this, however you want to spray. Okay, I'll be buying you one. The only condition is you got to help me with $25 shipping and handling. Okay, I will buy this for you. It sells for around $200 at Zula.com. I will buy it for you. Just help us with shipping. So if you win, here is what you have to do if you win. You are going to email ninjasupport@LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. NINJASUPPORT. ninjasupport@LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. You're going to say Atom X9 winner, and then you're gonna open up a support ticket, and you're gonna say, hey, I won the spray gun on the call today. Here is my shipping address, my name. Give them all of your information. Anna or Kathy are gonna help you out, and they're gonna send you a payment link where you could pay the $25, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so we got one multiple choice question. Now, if you're a VIP and you're playing, just type in VIP in the chat right now. I just want to get a count to how many people are playing. Type in VIP if you are playing the game right now in the chat. Type it in, type it in, type it in. Let me see. Let's see, guys. How many guys are playing? How many VIPs are playing? We got a good handful. Now, the first person with the correct answer, multiple choice, on my screen will be the winner. Okay? On my screen. It might show up on your screen a little differently. It looks like we got a good 25, 35 VIPs in here. I couldn't count. They were coming in like crazy. Maybe even more than that.
Okay, this one?
Also, everybody, give a quick like to the video. We're going to do it really quickly. Yes. You know what this says? Contaminants.
Okay.
Or you want me to read it?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, guys, you're going to answer after I read it. Maya's going to read it once, then I'm going to read it once, and then you're going to answer. Okay? Speak loud.
When reducer...
No.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Most airborne contaminants that land on a freshly applied top coat come from A, outside, B, within the spray booth, C, the painter, D, the vehicle itself.
Okay, guys. Most airborne contaminants that land on a freshly applied top coat come from A, outside, B, within the spray booth, C, the painter, D, the vehicle itself. Come on, guys. First one with the answer. Okay, I see it. I see it. And a lot of people got it wrong. A lot of people got it wrong.
They say it's B.
Okay, BKHUU60. Can you please confirm if you are a VIP and where you're from? BKHUU60 is the winner with the first answer is D. Most airborne contaminants actually come from the vehicle itself, guys, because of not prepping the car correctly. So when you're spraying, right, if you didn't properly blow out under the hood or the door jambs in between the seams, okay, and you're spraying, remember when you're spraying, air is going in all these areas, okay, which could blow out dirt and land on your paint job and cause contamination. So this is why I stress, if any of you are in VIP, I always say blow out your paint job. Make sure your car is very, very clean before you start painting and doing body work. Because as you're going over, especially by the and the doors and the gapping, if your car isn't totally clean, you're going to get contamination that can come up and land on your paint job. All right, guys, congratulations. Phoenix, what is your name? BKHUU60. What is your name? Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. What is your name, Mr. VIP? I don't know by your screen name here. Bin, B-I-N. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations. All you got to do is send Anna or Kathy, just send an email to ninjasupport@LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. I will buy this gun for you tomorrow. Just send us $25 shipping, handling, your name, your email, all of your shipping address information, and we'll get this out to you as soon as possible. Thank you, VIPs, for playing. Next week, you will have a chance. One of you guys are going to have a chance to win as well. And to be fair with everybody, if you won a spray gun, you know, within the last couple of months, maybe just stay on the sidelines and let somebody else win. Just saying, I don't think anybody's ever won twice before, but it'll give somebody else a chance, a fellow VIP, to possibly win a spray gun. I know Nemo won one last time. He's still on here, ready to play again. You know, a lot of guys on here didn't win, and I want people to win, you know, and feel like a winner. So next week, maybe we won't do a spray gun. Maybe I'll buy you some Zen wax. Maybe we'll do some different things. Yeah, it's cool stuff. All right, guys. So let's do another 5 to 8 minutes of quick Q&A, and we will call it a happy Easter Sunday. I got to get ready. I got to go buy some cake at Whole Foods, and I got to go to my, we have a little party going on for Easter. I just want to say happy Easter for everybody. And that's that. So Astrid says, what is the difference between the Atom X20 and 21? Well, honestly, guys, I'm not super crazy about the X21. It's a great gun, but it's very sensitive. And for professional use only. You know, a lot of newbies, they over tighten the cap on them, the nozzle tip, and they kind of bend up the plastic, and it ends up having problems. So I would say the Atom X20 is a much better build and quality, or the Atom X27, much more hardcore spray gun. Actually, my favorite is the Atom X27 spray gun. Very, very good gun. You can check it out here at Zula.com there. So guys, pump in some questions, call it a day, say happy Easter, and we will basically keep cranking until next week. Currently at my 9 to 5. What's the secret to financial freedom, Tony? Well, this is a totally different show. We're talking about auto body and painting here. Auto body Q&A, guys. Well, I think it's just figuring out what you want to do and sticking to it, you know, and not giving up until you start making money from it. Waterborne paint. I keep hearing about it. What can you tell me about it? Well, it's Waterborne is the new paint out there. I mean, I would say a lot of the auto body shops are converting to it, but not everybody. You know, takes a longer time to dry. You're gonna need some dryers in some instances. If it's a cold environment, you're gonna need dryers for sure on it, and you're gonna want it to flash a lot longer before you do your clear coats and stuff. I mean, and they're very limited right now on color combinations. You can get a lot more custom with solvent-based paints. So it's not a full conversion over to waterborne yet. I don't spray with a lot of waterborne. It's the same, pretty much same process. It's just the drying time of the base takes a little longer, and you're gonna want to make sure it's dry before you lay your clear coats down. Can you spray base over epoxy? Yes, you can if you want to. I've done it multiple times. Just make sure your epoxy is blocked out, flat, and at least cut with 400 grit wet sand or dry sand, to have a good sand scratch, a sand tooth for your paint to stick to. You can paint over epoxy. It's better to paint over a 2K primer sealer if you can, but you could basically paint over epoxy if you want to. How do those Atom X27s compare to an Iwata? Well, I think it's pretty much the same quality, but better. I think the tip kits are a lot cheaper if you want to get multiple tip kits and conversions, because the Atom tip kits come with everything. You get the needle, the cap, the nozzle, everything in one pack. I know with other spray guns, you got to buy each piece individually, which really jacks up the price point. Honestly, I have an Iwata 400. I just don't use it anymore. I use my Atom X27. It's a really, really good build, and it's lightweight, and it really gets the job done. Tony, what's your next project? Well, I have multiple projects. Actually, my next immediate project is getting this 350 engine in the 67 Chevelle. Working on the brake lines right now. I'm just waiting for fittings, because when you're building a car like this, sometimes you're just waiting for parts. Parts come in, they're the wrong parts. You're waiting for parts. So I'm just like in the middle of waiting on parts. Literally, that's taking more than half the time is the parts. So especially when you're working on little pieces, it's not the big stuff, it's the little stuff that takes time as well. As soon as that's done, I want to get that out of the shop. And basically, I have a bunch of motorcycle tank projects that I want to get done immediately. I got a little scooter project that I want to do in chrome. I got some body panels that I want to paint and show you guys how to work with more candy and flakes and stuff. Any hot rods coming soon with Gene? I'm sure you guys are talking about. He's not heard much of him lately. The last time I know he was in the hospital, he broke his hip and he wasn't doing well. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I should call and touch base with some of the guys at his place. So yeah. Jacob, the standard fan width is about 11 to 12 inches, depending on how far you are from the panel and the pressure that you're spraying with. So, I mean, that's the average fan pattern of any, high volume, low pressure, or low volume, low pressure automotive or woodworking paint gun. Let's see here. The small filter in the gun, is that only used for solvents? Bought a primer gun starting line Devil Abyss and it was not there. Is it not used for primers? You can use it for primers. I would actually strain your primer before you put it in the cup, because that little one tends to get clogged or restrict flow if you have a very thick primer. But it should go through, but it depends. If you're using a polyester filler primer, you're going to definitely want to take that out, because you won't get the flow. It just won't come out, right? And you're going to want to make sure to use a 1.8 or a 2.0 tip size when spraying that stuff. It's nasty. I don't like it. I don't like polyester filler primer. I just don't like it. It's just too much. I mean, that stuff is used for people, they spray over like 60 grit bodywork. Like, I don't do that. I take mine down to at least 150, 220, my body work before I put primer on it. So I only need a good 2K filler primer. Somebody says, how do you become VIP? Well, I will send you a URL here. All you got to do is click on Auto Body VIP course at the top, and you can learn more about that later. There you go, guys. How would it be best to handle hail damage? Well, hail damage can be a huge issue because not only do you have one spot, you got tons of dents all over your hood. The only way to do that is to master paintless dent repair, which is going to take you a ton of time. I don't even want to mess with that. I mean, it's just a whole nother art. I don't deal with it. Have somebody do it for you who does paintless dent repair, or start tapping out where you can reach with a dolly and hammer, and then block it, and then add a little bit of putty on top. It's very hard. Hail damage is a pain in the butt to get rid of, especially on huge flat surfaces like a roof or hood. You know, it's just time consuming. It can be fixed. You can put, you know, skim coats of body filler on it and finish it off, but you just have to be very gentle when sanding, because if you're on a big surface, sometimes that blocking it out was very, very challenging, but I was able to do it, right? Do you reuse mixing cups? I don't. I do reuse it that day. So if I'm mixing base coat and I need more base coat, I'll use the same mixing cup, right? If I have clear coat and I need more clear coat that day while I'm painting, I'll reuse it. And sometimes the clear coat will dry in there if it's empty, and you can just peel it off and you can reuse it. If you can get a clean reusable cup, then yeah, why not reuse it? But most of the time I don't reuse it. You know, it is what it is. If you can, why not save some cups? If you don't have satin paint, how do you mix the clears for a satin finish? Well, there's something called a clear flattener. So you're going to want to search that out, clear flattener, which you mix in your clear coat, and it gives it that flat finish. Okay, it's just a retard flattener that you add to a clear coat, and you can basically, you know, gauge how flat you want it. All right, sorry guys, my throat. My whole car clear is peeling. Should I sand it down or just peel it with my hand? I would sand it down. Use like a 280 or 320, feather it all out, then give it a quick coat of 2K primer. I'm new to this painting stuff. Do you clean your gun between base coats? No, you don't. When you're shooting base, you just keep shooting base. Guys, on the 67 Chevelle project, which I don't know if I'll be painting this summer, maybe next summer, because there's just so many things going on. We got a ton of projects that I'll be uploading in VIP within the next few months, okay, that'll last you guys for a year of content. I'm thinking next year I will basically do the 67 Chevelle project as far as paint. That sucker is going to be custom. I was thinking of keeping it the original look, but then I was like, dude, you know, I do custom auto body. I might as well do custom. So we're actually going to even mold a 2-inch hood scoop on the hood. I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to be doing probably a 3-tone paint job, I'm thinking, on the Chevelle. Maybe like a black, purple, and yellow. I'm thinking of keeping the original yellow, the butternut yellow on the sides, then maybe do like some purple graphic and then the black on top. I don't know yet. I'm just kind of thinking. But that whole thing is going to be documented in great detail, teaching you every single step of the way how I did everything. And it's going to be uploaded to you VIP guys for sure, including the engine part and whatever I'm doing right now. I'm taking a ton of content. It's a good starter gun, but the X27 is a much better gun than the 21. 21, I'm not a huge fan. They're sensitive, especially to newbies. If you have a smaller air compressor, I would look into the low volume, low pressure X27. If you're not challenged on air, okay, and you have a 60-gallon air tank with a 5 horsepower output motor pumping out 16, 18, 20 CFM, at 90 pounds, then you could get a high volume, low pressure and have no problems. Either or. I like the low volume, low pressure spray gun. It's a very, very good clear coat gun as well. Very good base coat gun. I mean, overall, the X27s are fantastic spray guns. I like them a lot. The 21, I'm not really crazy over. The 20 is a good starter DIY gun. If you guys are looking for a good medium grade spray gun, the X20 is fantastic. But if you want to go king of the king, top of the heap, check out the X27. Really, really good, well-built, made gun. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. We've been on for about close to 40 minutes now. I'm going to head out right now. I have to do this, prepare for Sunday Easter. My kid's waiting for me. I want to say thank you, VIPs, for jumping on. We will have actual footage videos coming out very soon, within the next week or two. I got some clear coat videos that are going to be uploaded very soon as well. So, thanks for getting on. Give a quick like if you haven't yet. And I will be back next week, Saturday or Sunday. I'll send you an email invite. If you want to get subscribed, all you got to do is click subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the bell, hit the bell for post notifications. So when I go live, you guys actually see it pop up on your mobile device. It should say, LABAP live or whatever, and you guys are good. Congratulations again, Ben, for winning the Atom X9 spray gun. I will buy this for you tomorrow. Send in your request to Ninja Support at LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Happy Easter, guys. Give a quick like if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys next week. Cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye. Again, here's the site to learn more about the spray guns at Zula. And if you want to learn more about VIP, guys, you can also click this page right here. Let me just drop a couple of links before I head out. And let's see here.